Welcome to the OMI Veterans Channel, everyone. My name is Eddie. I'm one of the co-founders of this group, and I am a lifelong comic book fan and collector. Today, I'm going to help you start your own comic book journey the right way. Whether you're in it for the stories, the art, or the value, welcome to the world of comics. So let's dive into three things I like to talk about today to set the foundation for this collecting journey. First, I'm going to talk about why collect comics. Understand the comic book ages, the golden, silver, bronze age, and the different comic book formats and sizes. So let's get started. Why collect comics? Let's start with the big question. Why collect comics at all? Comics are modern storytelling. You got your heroes, you got your villains, you got your original stories, and you got your epic showdowns. The visuals are more than just eye candy. They express our cultural movements, style, and creativity. You can join a community with shared values and excitement. Also, you can invest in some good books, especially key issue ones, which can increase value over time, not financial advice. First appearances, variants covers, and limited runs are collector's gold. But the real value is the joy of collecting, or holding a piece of pop culture in the palm of your hand. So this video gonna be a quick little overview of why collect comics, comic book ages, the comic size and formats, and some beginning collector tips, which I'm going to talk about at the end of the video. Now that you are hooked, let's break down the different comic book ages. This will help you identify the era, the trends, and what might interest you. You have the golden age, you have the silver age, you have the bronze age, and you have the moderate age. The golden age, this is where it all started. Superman started in Action Comics #1. It came out in 1938. This book alone is worth over $3 million today. The art back then was very simple. The themes reflected the World War II patriotism, and the early superheroes originated back then. Some of the key characters back then are Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Captain America. The Golden Age books, they are rare and they are pricey. So try to focus on the reprints or the digital versions like you can get from Vivi, unless you just like investing. The Silver Age, the second wave of superhero fandom. You have Marvel Comics taking off. You have Spider-Man, the X-Men, Iron Man. You have the Avengers was born during this time frame. You have more complex stories. You have deeper characters, and you have great iconic cover arts covering these covers. During the Bronze Age, you have more mature themes. You have like social justice, you have like drug use, and you have darker stories enter the scene during this time period. This age is popular with collectors because the books are old enough to be valued, but still affordable. We are now in what we call the modern age. The storytelling, it got a little grittier, especially in the 90s with characters like Spawn, Deadpool, and Venom. Also with the rise of Indian publishers, you have Image, Dark Horse, you have Boom Studio. They offer more than just storytelling. So we are now in what we call the postmodern or digital age with web commons and also with NFT commons. And also there's a lot of cinnamon tie-ins. So this is the easiest age to collect in. Why? Because new issues come out every Wednesday, just like they do on Vivi, the digital version. Let's clear up some confusion because not all comic books are made the same. The standard modern comic books, the ones that made since 1980, they measure roughly 6 by 10. So these fits in the modern comic book bags and boards. So don't skip bagging and boarding when you visit your local comic book store. And also the silver and bronze age sizes, they are slight wider. They're about 7 by 10. So when you buy supplies, make sure you look for the silver age bag and boards. In the golden age are even larger. These are around 7 by 10, so you need specialty bags and boards for those commons. And also most of the reprints, they have been resized to fit the modern dimensions. There are different types of comic books out there. You have the trade paperback, which is the TPB. This is collects several issues in one book. And this is great for binge reading like for a weekend. You also have an omnibus, which is a thick hardcover collecting 20 to 50 issues. It's big, it's heavy, but it's often beautiful with beautiful prints. And then you have the digital and the web commons. You have apps like Marvel Unlimited. You have VV Commons, which let you read hundreds and thousands of comic books online, which is a great place if you want to save space and also if you want to preview before you actually buy the physical copy. But don't forget, physical copy commons, they still rule the collector scene. There's nothing like holding the first print in the palm of your hand. Let me end with a few pro tips for our new collectors out there. You want to start with what you love. If you're into Spider-Man, start there. Don't chase trends, follow your passion. When you visit your local comic book store, make sure you get your bag, your boards, and your boxes you're going to need to protect your investment. And make sure you use the acid-free material. And you want to use, there's apps out there where you can catalog your collection so you can keep track of what you own. And you also want to build up that relationship with your local comic book store. This is where you can help you find your key issues you need, some good reads, and also maybe some discounts. And make sure you go to your conventions. This is where you're going to meet your creators. You're going to hunt for those grails, and you're going to discover new titles out there, new comic books you didn't know exist. So let me leave you with a couple of words. When I first started years ago, I didn't know about the different ages of the comic books. I didn't know about different sizes. So this is a good introductory video of someone who's starting off their journey in collecting comic books. Because comic books are more than just a collectible. They're like a time machine, they're an art gallery, and they are heroes forged all in one. So whether you're reading from like the dollar bin or you're reading a slab, a 9.8 grade key comic, every comic has a history, has a story, and so do you. So go out there, start small, have fun, and maybe 10 years from now, you'll be the one giving this talk to the next generation of comic book fans. So thank you for your time and happy collecting.